Hi, fellow crafters. This is Pam, Pam's Paper Place, and I'm going to continue with working on this little fabric-covered journal. It's a garden, nature, a little bit fairy. We're going to start from here. We just did this little fairy on the mushrooms. Love her. On this, the back of this coffee dyed paper, I've inked up a little tuck spot that looks like a little doily, paper doily. And then I have this tag that I'm going to add. I'll come back and do the reinforcements and the what I put through the tags. And then we're going to make a little booklet. Oh, I made this booklet already, I think, here. So it's just sewn down the middle with different pieces of papers. Pretty, and I think I'm going to add, looks a little plain right here. So I'm going to add these little pieces, this little stamp and this little label to it right here. I think that makes a bit of a difference. So we'll do that in a minute. Hope everybody's doing great this Saturday, the end of August, and then we got September coming up already. Summer always goes by fast, it seems. Let's go like that. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, so we have this little booklet, and we're going to put glue on this little tuck spot here. I hope everybody's safe that was affected by the Hurricane Laura. I was concerned for my daughter who lives north of Houston, but she was worried about her and my two grandkids there, but they are fine, so that was great. But prayers are sent out for those that were affected by the hurricane there, mainly I think in Louisiana, parts of Texas, and so forth. The booklet I'm going to place here, and then this little tag. Okay, then we have this bird page over here. I'm going to make a little pocket made from this little piece I cut out from Elsie Bell's bookshelf. This is Louisa Hensel, that little card. And then on this scrapbook paper, I'm going to add, well, I think I'll add it to this side, so they'll be writing. And then I'll cut that. So let us ink this somewhat. Cute little bunny and a fairy. I think I'm going to cut his little bunny ears a bit here. And then let's put that down here for a pretty little tuck. Just filled up my ink, my glue. Okay. And there we go. Fun little tuck there. I'm going to add this cute little card. We'll do more inking later. Around these corners a little better. That little bunny card in there. And then let's put this paper down on here so there can be some writing. There we go. Then I'll trim it up on the side here. Now we have a little journaling card. And once I do all these little pockets and things, then we will come back and embellish more. All right, how about here? We're going to add this beautiful owl playing card on this pretty paper here, DigiKit. And let's see here. Let's add this for the tuck. And I'll add a little more of my handmade old looking tape. And I'll come back and add washi tape, buttons, fabric ruffles, whatever I think will give it interest and make it beautiful. And then once this is finished, I'm going to link or list it. Okay, I like that a lot. This will be there. And we have this handmade paper here. On here, I did this like I did on the other journal, similar. I took some coffee dyed paper. Make sure I'm in film here. And then I just tore it. And if you can see, there's my stitching. I like to do this a lot. Just take different fibers. I zigzagged it through and left it like that. And then I'm going to glue it just on the one side so this can be a flip up. So let's glue that down. I love this journal. It's turning out really pretty. This is not coming out quite like I'd like. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, it's still kind of there. I like that a lot. Looks good. So let's see what else we can do. Excuse me. We have a little coffee. Top of the morning. This I made into a pocket here. And then there's a little, I'm going to add trim right here. So for now, and I'll back this with something. I'm just going to keep this here. This is going to be going into the pocket, but I want to do something to the back of that. So we'll just leave that for next time. Pretty paper here with that little fairy. Stationery. Here's some more of the handmade paper. And I added this little fairy here, and I added some of the green behind it. And then, so you got your vellum. And you can see that cute little fairy. He's peeking out of there. Added these here. So now the little mushrooms that I cut out, fussy cut out, will find a little girl that will be cute on here. Look at her. She's sassy. She's got some attitude. And let's see, do we want a crown for her? She might need a crown. Yeah, I think that would be cute. So we will go ahead and do that. We'll ink it up first and glue it down. She's a cutie. She needs a crown. And she needs some butterfly wings to make her into a little fairy girl. There's your wings, my dear. And we'll give you a crown once we glue you down there. Set you right up here on this little perfect little toadstool. My granddaughter, who turned 8 in July, has such a vivid imagination. She has a little fairy garden and here. And she loves to imagine things, what goes on with the little fairy village that we put together. And she can come over and just use her imagination all day. Like I said, one day she came over. We only got as far as the front porch, and she was talking about, well, all of a sudden we were like, I was the manager or owner of the retirement home, which was our house. And she was just going on, and we were Southern all of a sudden, so we had Southern accents, and she was Miss Agnes. That was her name. So we just carried on having that conversation, and she was telling me about her life, and, you know, we would have discussions about other people at the retirement home, and she's just funny, very entertaining. This is a digital from TLC Creations. I'm gonna put this here. This will be the tag, and I'll probably sew around it. Yeah, let me sew around it a minute, and I'll be back. I just did a little stitching here, some zigzag, and just stitched, you know, along the line a little bit. This can be inked. I'll come back, put the little tie through it. Move along. We have a little writing here. This here, I had a guest check, and I put down, this is from my garden. I scanned it, I cut it out, laid it on top of the guest check. and copied it. Should have done all this scanning of my flowers before the season is about over. But now, most of the flowers are about gone. So this is going to tuck in this here that I cut to fit. And I think what I'm going to do is sew this trim down the middle and then glue it down. I mean, yeah, sew it down and then glue it here. All right, let's continue on. My camera has been cutting off a couple times, so let's try this. I think we did this part where I sewed around this bee tag, hopefully from TLC Creations. And then I already filmed this once, but I zigzagged this paper vine here, added it as a tuck. This is a guest check that I had scanned before these flowers from my garden. I cut them out, laid them on a guest check and scanned it. So that will go there. It's part of that bird page. This is more of the scanned flowers that I have. I added this pocket that I think is from Musings by Nikki. And this little tag, I'll come back and add all the fibers to the tags and enforcers. This is from, I think, Bunny Hugs by Louisa Heinzel. And then this I had stenciled before. Right here, this is going to be where I added this little file here. And it has a magnet. And it's got these cute little files. That's the end of the first signature. Well, let's see if I can do this here. Here's the little, these are the little files that go in there. Here's the file. And what I did was I took some craft cardstock and I scored about a fourth. Scored 1, 2, 3 times. So here, here, and here. You know, as many times as you want to have a little accordion fold. Then we'll glue it to this here, and then it will just be a little bit of an accordion there. Let's add that there. Let's see, is that going the right way? Yeah. And while that's, let's see, letting that dry a little bit, I have to show you something. It's my husband and I are 22nd wedding anniversary. It's our second marriage for both of us. We've been married before, and so 22 years today, but we're going to celebrate, I think, Monday, go to the lake here. But he had just knocked on the door and gave me a card. It's really cute. I'll just show it to you. Well, let me show you how it was. I already opened it. But he has on here, this is a pocket, because he knows, you know, the terms for junk journals and all our little lingual, how we speak, craft terms, and then he put handmade with love. I don't think this is handmade, but he has made me a handmade card before out of wood. He used to be a builder. And then on the back, he crossed out Hallmark and put handmade by Greg's Paper Place. And I'm Pam's Paper Place. So I thought that was cute. That was really cute. Now I gotta come up with something. I don't even have a card yet, but I'll figure something out. Okay, I just wanted to share that. I thought that was so cute. So now we have our little fold. Gonna trim up this edge here. There's a little rounded corner. And then I also put my magnet here, and I just put tape so it wouldn't rip off or come off. Then we're going to add it to the back here. And how did I do this? You know what? I did this differently. Okay, should have looked at it. I had this on a bigger piece of cardstock, and I put, I have the magnet here, and I put the magnet on the other side of this. So we're going to improvise. We're going to take another piece of craft. You can always fix things. Well, that's what I say. So it's good. Things don't have to be perfect. You can figure it out. So we're going to make this towel. So what I had done before, I must have traced this. And then we'll just cut that out and glue it. I'll trim. And then we'll put our other magnet. On the other side. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to glue this here, this piece. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. It's always a way to make it better. You don't have to be perfect. I'm just adding that. We still have our gusset here. And then we'll glue it down. Get our other magnet. Yeah, look, it's stuck to my scissors. So this will be, I think we put the other one. Well, we didn't put it behind it. I don't know. I guess we could put it behind. I don't think it really matters. If there's a magnet there. Let's trim this little corner here. Corner here. And looks like we need to trim this here too. see what we got. Okay. Now if I put that magnet behind the paper, yeah, it's still going to hold, so I'll glue that. Glue this here. Okay, we're going to glue all this down. Like so, and then we'll have our little files. So pretty. To put in there. I like it. Turned out great. Now we're going to go on here, and I do have a ruffle that will be here, and we'll do that, when I do that part. Let's see what we have going on here. We have this little, looks like wood, and then I'll stamp lines here. We're going to make this pocket. I did stitch along here already. And I was thinking of maybe, and then I have a flower I'm going to put on there too, maybe possibly adding this here just to give it a little more interest. I think that would be pretty. So let's go ahead and add that. Glue it down. Yeah, just gives it just a little something extra. And now we will glue the pocket down. On the 3 sides. Like so. Then this will, I don't know if that has to be trimmed up. Yeah, I think it has to be trimmed up a little bit. A little narrower to fit in that pocket. But we will do that. Here, what are we doing here? Oh, this, I'm going to have these 2 little papers. I'm going to sew across here, and then it'll be a little slip here for writing for papers. So I'm going to do that and return. I sewed the top of the vines. So now we have this cute little flip. We'll just glue the top here. And there we go. Let's see, we got this bird page. We're going to add a pocket here and some buttons. We're going to sew this together, this little booklet. Then we have a postcard that we will also add. Guess I could sit down. Sit down on my squeaky chair. It's like a little stool. I had a different like office type chair, but the wheels broke. One of the wheels broke off, so I'm gonna have to look for another one. So we'll have this little postcard. I'm gonna cut these out here, which I'll do later. I don't want to take the time to do that now. The buttons will be there, like this one, and I'll add a button there. And this, it's a little booklet. I think I'll add this here. For a little interest on the little booklet. And then I will sew these pages that I selected. We have sewn our pages in. Okay. Very cute booklet. Here's our type of a grass handmade paper. We have an Edith Holden page here. It's a pretty page with the birds. I'm going to add an envelope to the side and then tuck in this little digital card. Whoops, I guess I need to back that one for sure. Inside it are some little observation papers and a little mushroom card. Then I think I have this paper that I'm going to add to this envelope. Let's see which way it'll be going. This way, so let's make sure it's facing the correct way. And it is. It's going this way. Oh, I added this little notes here too, to the digital. Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have to take a break after this. Hope you're all doing well this weekend. Have a great weekend with whatever you decide to do. I like that. It's going on this thicker and it's beautiful grass handmade paper. Then this will be put here, put on with a paper clip, and then I'll find something else. Oh, I did have stuff in the pocket, didn't I? Yes. And then here's some mushrooms. Coloring paper, so that goes great. And this is where I had added these little fibers. Beautiful digital paper. Going to add this little header tuck, and it's just right because it has some little purple flowers like this, kind of like there. Beautiful digital kit I printed on green dyed paper that I bought from someone bought the green paper. This is a digital, I think, from Calico Collage, or no, Digital Collage Club, I think. Could be wrong. I have quite a few different kits. It's sometimes hard to remember. It's pretty. Okay, I did this, I think, right? Did I glue this? Yes, I did. I made like an invisible pocket. This is from Elsie Bell's bookshelf. I see it's invisible because it's the same on that side for a tuck. And then I'm going to take this scrapbook paper and I'm going to add some coffee dyed paper so that you have a writing spot there. And I'll come back and ink it. And then this really pretty postcard. 2002. Thought it went well with the colors. What do we have here? What am I doing here? Okay, I think this I scanned in my flowers. This is going to be the card that's going to tuck there. And then this is going to fold out. It's got some stenciling. So that's going to be here, and it's going to be a pocket. And then it's also going to be a fold out. We're going to glue 3 sides here to make a pocket. And a little flip out. I do this quite a bit in my journals. And then this will go in here. I'm going to add this that I got from a scrapbook pad. We're going to glue that down. We're going to add this little guy's face here. It's going to be cute. This little bear peeking out. I could make this a tuck. I think I will. He's adorable. And then I was going to rip up a little bit of this paper, add some fibers, and make the little bear. It's peeking out. And then I might add that when I have my hot glue gun. So we're going to come back to that. But he's going to be so cute. And let's move along here. This is going to be a pocket on this page. Look, cute little animals here from a book here. I'm going to ink around it. Make this a pocket. This is from a digital. Elsie Bell's bookshelf. All of her digis. Let's see. Let's just glue it here and here on the back and leave this side open. And then we have these ferns that I had stenciled when I was doing stenciling to the book. Okay, and then we're going to have this pocket here. I like that. Okay, here I have an invisible pocket I cut from this beautiful paper. Just a little bit of inking just so the white core isn't showing, but I want it to look invisible, so you don't want a lot of inking. So we're going to line this up, and you will barely see it. So I call it an invisible pocket. I could glue it down too, but I don't think it needs to. Okay, and then we'll add something to that later. I have this pretty little fairy page. Cute little owls. Here we have a vellum page. I found this little mushroom. I'm going to cut it out and place it here. Okay, what I did was cut it out, inked it, place it about here. So when you look through, you have a little fairy, or I mean a little mushroom. Thinking about tearing up some of this too and adding it like as grass. And then maybe a little of this. I'll come back. I'm going to do a little hot glue with that, but I can add the little grass pieces now. I think it makes a difference. I don't know, I just like to embellish and have a little interest to the pages. Okay, I love that. And then you can see it on this side. And then I may add this little piece too. I'm not sure. I kind of like that, but we'll see. Maybe we have time to do one more. I have this that I stenciled. And what we're going to do, I shrunk